Hello everyone, and welcome back to the One Piece stock market review. Let's just jump right into it! The Seraphim prove Fudders wrong by standing up from multiple named attacks unscathed. They really are high-tier combatants, and have received some small gains because of it. Shaka and Zoro, meanwhile, reveal the source of their weakness, which is, of course, the speed-defense trade-off. However, the four fellows are panting while the Seraphim are fine. Things aren't actually looking that good, but coin prices have remained steady since everyone has some form they haven't actually used yet during the fight, like Gear 5. Like I alluded to last week, King Coin gets a small boost because of his connection to Dr. Vegapunk and the Seraphim Project. We also receive a small flashback involving Kaido and Punk Hazard, as well as his fight with Zoro during the Wano fiscal year. Keep in mind, King is currently in Marine custody, and One Piece has already had numerous jailbreaks, so he could return to see more profit in the future. Sanji Coin sees a big jump this week, over 20%. Sanji Coin has challenged S-Shark Coin, even though S-Shark is Jinbei and also a child. That's awesome. Stussy and the real Jinbei should be fine, since all of the Seraphim are accounted for, which does unfortunately mean less action for them to take part in. But they could also be following Sanji as backup against S-Shark. Brook and Nami could get up and fight again as well. Jinbei versus Jinbei would be an interesting fight with lots of potential, especially since Nami is present. S-Shark himself fought most of the Straw Hat crew earlier on this fiscal year and was doing a pretty good job, but this time Sanji is focused and pissed. Even if this just ends up being a scuffle, like S-Shark's last fight, it should be pretty good for the common retail investor. Things are looking a lot worse on the other fronts though. S-Snake is close to winning the 1 vs 5, and Shaka Coin gets shot in a cliffhanger out of left field. First, S-Snake took out the comm system, destroyed Pythagoras' main body, turned York, Lilith, and Usopp completely to stone, and petrified most of Frankie's body as well. Lilith's bubble gun could have been a useful tool, but the group didn't manage to use it twice. Shaka, meanwhile, is shot, and the bloody mess makes it look like he's dead for real, unlike what happened to Atlas Coin a while ago or Edison Coin this episode. Back to S-Snake though, she manages to turn Usopp and Lilith to stone with her beam, but this requires them to be attracted to the user. I can definitely see this turning some investors away from those two coins. I expected a fodder, but not main characters and their arc companions. My final thoughts this episode revolve around the satellites, who are dropping like flies in value. Prior to the Egghead fiscal year, we only knew one Dr. Vegapunk. Then we were introduced to 6 more, but at the same time the story is about the attempted murder of all 7. Vegapunk's Stella is in captivity, and his savior, Shaka, was just shot, seemingly to death. Lilith and York have been petrified, which can be undone, but whoever is controlling S-Snake is at least their authority rank already. Edison was punched into a wall and knocked unconscious this episode, but as a robot-type satellite, he can probably be fixed. Same goes for Pythagoras' main body, but he's basically on his own against S-Snake right now. Atlas is the only punk currently unscathed, and that's funny because she was almost destroyed by Lucci earlier. Her example showed that the satellites have some mechanical components that can be fixed, but I don't know how that would work with gunshot wounds or petrification. The Straw Hats and CP0 are doing all the work of keeping them safe, ironically. Vegapunk technology hasn't amounted to much this fiscal year either, despite high hopes for the rocket boost and a somewhat decent showing for the bubble gun this episode. My advice is to hold off on buying any Punk coin unless it's Vegapunk's Stella coin, since he is the main body. If you do buy him, hodl hard and hope. Thanks for watching.